Part 3, we're going to name the following ionic bonds. To write the name of an ionic bond, you're going to look at the cation. That word is going to stay the same. And then your anion is going to change this just a little bit. You're going to add IDE to the end of it and take off the original ending. So our first one, we would have lithium, and then fluorine would change to fluoride. For 14, we have lithium again, and this time we have iodine. We're going to change it to iodide. 15, we have sodium and bromine. Bromine is going to change to bromide. 16, beryllium and oxygen. We're going to change oxygen to oxide. 17, magnesium and sulfur. Sulfur will change to sulfide. So 18 and 19 get a little bit tricky because iron and tin are transition metals. So transition metals, if you remember, don't quite follow along so nicely with our patterns that we have for groups 1, 2, 13 through 18. So what you need to do to figure out how to name your iron in this particular question is you need to look at your anion. So selenium has a charge, if we look down here, it's going to have 6 valence electrons. So that means it needs to gain 2. So selenium would have a -2 charge. In order to balance that out, this means iron would need to have a +2 charge. So when you're writing out the name, you're going to put iron and then Roman numerals, the number of charge. So in this case, iron 2, because it needs that 2 charge to make it a net force of 0. And then we had selenium, which would change to selenide. We're going to have to do the same for tin and iodine. So if we look at iodine here is in group 17. It has 7 valence electrons, so it's going to need to gain 1. This means iodine would have a -1 charge. So to counter that out, tin would need to have a +1 charge. So we're just going to put the Roman numeral 1 right there, and that's tin. Then we have iodine, change it to iodide. And our last one here, we have sodium. And phosphorus. This is going to change to sodium phosphide.